Good afternoon, good morning, children. So, welcome to the second session of Watchman of the Lake here. So, in the previous class, we were very brief about the introduction of the play, and we have discussed about the author R.K. Narayan, and more importantly, we have discussed about the themes, especially which help us in understanding the theme, the intention of the writer, what exactly he wanted to convey or give a message to the readers or the public is what the conservation or the preservation of nature. Okay, that is, or to save the lakes, so-called lakes. It is also one of the natural resource for the life on earth. Isn't it? Natural resource. It is also a gift of nature. What? Lake or ponds, if you take. Okay. Because, or you can also say tanks. So all these natural resources are natural gifts. The gifts of nature today are vanished, destroyed, transformed, converted from earth. What is that? Isn't it? So that is why. So we have discussed a lot many things on this part. Isn't it? So my dear students here, think of these things yourself. So, nature. So includes, there are so many gifts of nature here. Okay, not only ponds, lakes or rivers, oceans, seas, plants, forests, trees, and other living creatures on earth are all the sources, are all the gifts of nature. And nature is the reason. Nature is the cause for the survival of all these things on earth. So that is why it is important for us to think of these things here. Okay. So my dear students here, now our focus, our interest, our attention, it should be towards the play or the text here. Okay, now, all of you open the page number 59 in your text. Okay, 59. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So then, see, we have discussed about the pre-reading activity. Okay. Why do you think lakes are drying up, and what could be done to save them? So, in order to transform or convert or earn money or to make property, so we, the people of modern period, are transforming and converting these lakes, ponds and tanks around us into commercial flats, apartments, shopping complexes, schools, colleges, stadiums, sports grounds, okay, race courses, okay, bus terminals, so many layouts, okay, all those things as such, isn't it? So, and what could be done to save them? So, to save them, it is again a responsibility of mankind to see that his life, okay, with the nature will be more of a friendliness, cooperative as such, and he should preserve the forest, trees, lakes, okay, tanks, rivers, everything in a proper way, and you should not spoil them, and you should not waste the natural resources that we have today in order to create a kind of a comfortable life to our present day youngsters or those who are yet to live in future as such. Okay, so here dramatis personae. Okay, look at the dramatis personae. The characters in the play are, the first one is village headman. What is this? Characters in the play. Okay. So first one is the village headman. Village headman. And then it is the king, the second character in the play. And the third one is the important character here, Mara, who is a watchman of the lake here. Watchman of the lake. Okay. Then fourth one is Ganga, Mara's son. Ganga, Mara's son. Then after that, we have the fifth also here. Son, Ganga's son. And there is a character called Son here. So he is Ganga's son. And at last, Bhima, a road worker. Sixth one. Bhima, road worker. Okay, then last you have people, so other people here, so others, they have not mentioned their names here, others are the villagers, you can say. People, okay. So these are the characters that we come across in the play here. So dear students, it's important for us to know the character or to study the characters here. So since it is a one act play, see here we have one act. Okay, we call it as a one act play, a short play, mini play as such. And here we have 5 scenes here. How many? 5 scenes. We also call this as as 10-minute play. Okay, 10-minute play here. A short play, 10 minutes play at present because it is a short play. And there will be a one act plus 5 scenes that we find in this play. Okay, remember now, okay, to begin it's not a problem for us or to complete or to understand the play here because it is simple here, quite okay, interesting also. The theme is almost familiar to some of us here because it comes in the other stories of the birth of River Veda. So in that particular locality where Dharmasthala, Chikamagalur, okay, Baba Budangiri, okay, then so that when it leads to Sayadri, so there, so it is that belt which comes here, and so many of us are familiar with the place that the author brings up, and many of our elders who have learnt, okay, they are uneducated, knowing this topic of our play prescribed here. So that, keeping those things in mind, dear students, so it is the village headman who comes first in the play here. And the character of village headman seems to be a short-tempered man who hates Mara. The main character of the play here is Mara, and he never likes Mara. Who? The village headman. So he don't want to give any importance to Mara. Who? This man. So he never understood Mara. What exactly he is, what kind of person Mara is. He never believed Mara. And he has no common sense or a patience to think of Mara. Whatever he says, he thinks that they are of waste or lies. And he considers him as a fool, man. Also, who? The village headman. But in reality, he is a good human being, a very good human being, very understanding nature. We have find very understanding nature and sacrificing nature, and is full of humane qualities with him. Oh, Mara here. But whereas the village headman is quite opposite to this man here. Being a headman of the village, he never tries to understand what Mara is and what he says or is, whether they are true or false, whether they are they can be believed or not. So he never ever thought about those things. He simply say he is mad, he is foolish, okay, he is telling rubbish, all such things. So that is the village headman. And the king, and he is the person in the play who understand Mara correctly. Yes. So he understand Mara correctly. Who? The king here. At first when he met Mara on the road, when he visited the village, accidentally he jumps and he was standing in front of the king there. I think if the other king, if he is the other king, they might have punished him. And why? Because he is going to jump from the tree directly in front of the king here. So he creates a kind of a situation where people may panic or afraid, fear about his act there. But even then, when all the people around there, they ran towards Mara to catch him, when the village headman orders the people to catch, so the king never allow the people to behave badly with the Mara there. Instead, he gives the time or a permission to say why he had done like that. So that is what we see with the character of the king here. Okay, then which is he who understands well, and which is he from which is the sake of King Mara became the watchman of the king, and from whom he got some religious knowledge and information, and the king believed Mara here. And Mara, no doubt, he is a man of many qualities, a man of humane qualities, a man who is going to sacrifice his life for the sake of others here, and that we will find throughout the play. Yes, then Ganga is the only son of Mara here. We will see his role was not much in the play. And then there is another character called Son. So he is just a son of Ganga here, means a grandson of Mara. Then there is another character called Bhima, who becomes very important character to help Mara here, in a very good situation there. So he helps him, Bhima. And the other characters that we see here is others, the village people who comes and goes in a matter of things in the play here. These are the characters that we come across in the play Watchman of the Lake. Did you get it? Yes. Is there any doubt? Make a list of your doubts, queries, and you can send me after listening to this a record of lecture here. We can say I am very deep and more informative in dealing with the play here, Watchman of the Lake here, because I want you to understand it and the purpose of writing this and the message from this particular play, and whether it is informative or useful or not, because the present period or the position where we live is a dangerous situation where man has declared war on nature, and he started what playing games on what nature here. So nature completely is aggressive towards the treatment of man here, and now the role of the nature is becoming more stronger than the human power or the creation that he had discovered or created as such. So that is why. So it is a very important play we at this period of time for us, because see how we are getting the pandemic like this. Okay, this is all because of man only. Okay, I don't think if we conduct such practices or experiments like dissecting bats and other animals, birds, finding out things, I don't think it is still we need for our existence as such. Man better put a full stop to his crazy, inhuman things. Because they may call that they are so scientifically developed. No more such mad, foolish experiments that we need, so which can bring a complete end or the death of mankind or the living earth. So do we want such discoveries or inventions? Never. Wow, what do you do with virus and all? Are those birds bats? Why do you cut, dissect and experiment? What is the necessity then? So, one thing, see, as for my experience, and I feel there should be a power which can control and permit such things in any part of the world under control. They have to take the permission, the license from that department. So the department should be based on the membership from throughout the world. So I think all the countries' representatives must be there in that, as we have UNO, UNICEF as such, or WHO. They should promote, they should give permission to such laboratories where in Wuhan they conducted such experiments with bats, rats and many other animals. They are continuing it. They should stop such things which create harm, which create dangers to the very existence of man here. Isn't it? People should not become foolish or mad like this. Lakhs of people have died, dear students, you know that very well, due to this COVID, due to this virus. So, think of these things. Develop your creativity, work on these things where you can stop or put a complete full stop to such bad, waste, useless things like experiments. So that is what my advice here. Okay. Because see, we have enough things to learn. There are so many things to find and discover, not these kind of things where the Chinese are doing. Dear students, one more thing. It is in our hands. To control anything in life is in our hands. Boycott the things You no need of using the instruments, machines of that country who can spread and some more diseases. It is in its way to spread other dangers to the world. Why? Because it wanted to be number one. Even if it's spread to particular country, its enemy, it is going to spread throughout the world. So it is the time for you to ban, to stop using any technical things belongs to China here. Okay, anything for that matter. A small pin, don't use it. They have Indian made things. Televisions, insurance policies, Amazon, Flipkart, don't use all those things. Boycott all those things, then teach them a lesson so that they should not try this in their life. Okay, so this is what my intention here. Okay, let me. Okay, is that clear about the characters of the play here? Yes. So, my dear students, we have a lot of discussion on the characters also here. Okay, now, we will begin that text here. Actually, I don't want to begin here because we are in a very nearest to begin in a way of starting our physical classes. Okay, that is why, because it is the play, so that is why I wanted to deal with this play when you were in front of me, that is in the physical classes as such. Okay, it's okay. Then observe these things. Mention in pencils so that not these things because they are there in your text. These things here. You can mention with the pencil. And dear students, see here lakes, ponds, tanks. All the gifts of nature. Then. So all these things have been vanished from earth today. So many tanks, ponds and lakes have been vanished here. Not all, many. Still some are there. But less in number. Many vanished from the earth. Then it is the play that we are going to study here is a one-act play here with 5 scenes in it. It is called as a one-act play. A 10 minutes play, a short play is such. So now, to understand this play, there is a source given before we start the play. So what is the source here? The source is given here in italics, which is a background story, information for the story that we are going to read in this play. Page number 59. Look at the background information given after the dramatis personae here. On the eastern base of Baba Budan Hills. So it's in near Chikamagaluru. So and there are Baba Budan Hills. So comes Magaluru, like that villages will come there, and it is on that things, and that stretches towards the Sahyadri Hills as such, Baba Budan Giri Hills and all. So that comes in Karnataka state. What? On the eastern base of Baba Budan Hills in Karnataka state, there is an obscure little place now called Sakrepatna, which at one time, 1,000 or more years ago, was the capital of a king called Rukmangada. I think you are familiar with these characters, isn't it? So if you ask your elders, they will tell you Rukmangada. I think yes. The king. He is the king. Of which dynasty? In the center of, the place. Sakrepatna. Then see, he was the king of this capital, that is Sakrepatna, in that area, a region called Baba Budan Hills. Then Rukmangada, in the center of this town, middle of this town, Sakrepatna, there is a shrine, means a temple. Shrine is a temple which is dedicated not to distant gods or heroes, but to a rustic who was watchman of a lake. And this shrine was dedicated, dedicated to Mara, the watchman of the lake here. Imagine what might be his work or sacrifice or gift or contribution to that village or the kingdom of Rukmangada. I think he is a king. Why did the construction of temple took place in that place? To dedicate the shrine here or the temple dedicated to Mara here. And so if this is the case, means I think there was a very important, a useful work was contributed from this man Mara then, isn't it? Then listen, who was watchman of lake called Ayankere, 4 miles from the town. Where was the lake situated? Ayankere, 4 miles from the town. Ayankere. And so how far it is? 4 miles. Sometimes they may ask one mark question from such informations also, which they have given in italics or backgrounds like this. Be careful about this. Now, for the purpose of this little drama, let us call him Mara, which is as good as any other name handed down to us by tradition. Yes. Finally, to that watchman, the name was given as Mara here. And in our folk tradition, when you go back, and this will be the most suited name to be taken here. So that is why they have named him as Mara here, and it is his sacrifice, and it is his hard work, and it is his way of life that helps, okay, the other people in the kingdom of King Davanagere here. Okay, got it? So now, did you clear about this background? So there was a place called Sakrapatna, and the king of this particular capital was Rukmangada, and at the center of this town, so there is a king ordered the people to construct a temple, and the temple was dedicated to Mara here, because his hard work or a service to his kingdom, or the people of the kingdom is really very much valuable, where you cannot fix a price for it. Such a great, adventurous, okay, valuable, precious, important, great, okay, thing has been done by this particular man called Mara here. Okay, and whoever goes to the temple, so along with the river goddess, so they also pray and perform their pujas to Mara's picture, okay, and inscribed in front of the temple, says such. So this is what the exact thing that we get to know about Mara here. And since there are so many things are there which happens in his life when he comes in contact with many characters in the play Watchman of the Lee. Okay, so then come to the play, scene 1. A village at the foot of a hill, and road menders at work. Okay, this is the opening scene, and you are, I think, familiar with the plays, but we don't see play today. We are not much interested to watch plays on stages today, because we are developed, because we ourselves think that if we watch the plays, we are treated as backward in these modern plays. So our prestige go down or reduce. So that is what the understanding and practice of the modern man today towards the plays, dramas that are going to stage there. They never ever show any interest to watch the play enacted on the stage there. No, they wanted to watch in their mobile phones and watch in PVRs, where PVRs never show such things, dramas and plays, the live dramas and plays as such. No. People never support, but it is the real characters where they perform, okay, really on stage, but not here. But when it is a cinema, a romantic cinema, so people and the youth are rushing towards it. But to watch a live actions like a dramas or plays, really we never show any interest or zeal towards watching plays. But dear students, whenever you get a chance, go and get your experience at least once. Okay, go to some a good place wherever you have this, you will not get this chance. Okay, after maybe 5 or 10 years later, because you are going to be, experience still advanced in life. I don't know what happens. Okay, now the pandemic, and we don't know how far it can change its forms and its faces, okay, and structure, and how far it will become danger to the whole world as such, because now it has been modified or changed its form as UK virus, and the symptoms are different also. So that is why we have to see, but we have to thank Almighty that the vaccines have come in markets today. So I don't think we can afraid much. Rather as in the earlier period when it attacked us, without it's giving any signs in it. So that is what we are lucky enough now. I think we are going to get within few days, even in India, they are going to distribute vaccines for this COVID-19 as such. No need of worry. But don't forget to lead a life where it taught us, with masks, with the social distancing, applying the sanitizer or soaps you can use. If you see that the sanitizer that you use should be a healthy one, then always wear mask and maintain distance. Whenever you get sneeze, cough, anything like that, at least cover your mouth or nostrils or nose like this, or with a handkerchief, or with a tissue paper as such. So be ready with all these things and maintain distance so that it is for your good and for us also and for the society also. So that is one discipline we have to learn from that. Here, so the picture is ready now. The stage like this, it is ready, and it will be, a very beautiful arrangements are made if you go to, watch a movie. Scenes, the colorful things according to the, theme of the scene. See, for example, it is one act here, 5 scenes are there. So for every scene, the background pictures may differ here. So they in the form of flexes, the natural flexes, nature, if it is river, so they will, paste, arrange flex of river, which at least, visible as live, watery thing like that, so which will be drawn and printed, graphically made ready, and so all those things and everything, the audience are in front there. And the people who are seated in front of the nearest stage is some people like the master who trained the people, and the harmonium master, and the people with the book help the actors whenever they forget their dialogues, so they used to make them remember. So it won't be, all these things won't be known to the audience there, so it comes spontaneously there. So the actor must grasp the things, hear the things, and there should not be any difference, and known to the audience that he has forgotten his dialogues, that he is searching for the words. No such thing. So here the stage is, it is a village on the stage. Then at the foot of a hill, so there is a river or a mountain, a huge mountain ranges, under which there is a village. And road road menders at work. So here, the people of the village are working on the road here. Maybe the road is was not proper, and they are working and making the road in a better way or a nice thing as such. So it is a picture now. The starting picture is this: the stage is ready, and you watch many people from village. They work, they correct, or they take mud and stones and with other instruments like that. So they all are busy in working on the road there. Since it is a besides mountain, and since it is not used much, the road, since one of the important thing will happen in the near period of time, so the people are busy, and the work was assigned to these road menders by village headman here. Okay, I think it is time now. Okay, we are going to wind up today's class, my dear students. Okay, thank you.